Holy cow, guys, what a time. What is going on right now with all these stimulus checks? It is absolutely crazy what is going on in Congress right now. Like, every time I put on the news, I'm just shocked. Every time I open YouTube and all of Meet Kevin's updates and all the updates that are going on, I am just shocked of what is going on. It is crazy. So I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of these stimulus checks and what's going on with them. What are my thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts as well. Please go check out the comments because I'm sure that they will be blowing up with what's going on, everyone's opinions, and I want to learn from each other. And I also want to hear some conspiracy theories because who doesn't love a good conspiracy theory? But today I'm going to talk about the Emergency for the People Act, what's going on with our newest checks that are coming out. They're supposed to be $2,000. I do want to say that this is at the time of this recording. All of this can change at any time. So please check for updated information. If you watch this a week from now, it could be totally different information with this CARES Act. But as of right now, this is what's going on. Hi friends, welcome to Freedom in a Budget. I'm Kelly. If you are new here, welcome. My channel is all about living life well on a budget, apparently giving it stimulus updates, talking about investing, growing your income, all of that. So if you're new, welcome. I hope that you subscribe and join the family. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Like I said in the beginning, I am just blown away with all that's going on. This is absolutely crazy. If you guys haven't watched my previous video on the previous stimulus check update, please check that out down below. A lot of you guys have already received your $1,200 from the CARES Act, and that is awesome, and that is, great benefit and great help to a lot of people. I know a lot of personal people that really helped for them and their family to get that extra income at this time of job loss, of pay cuts, furlough, all of that. We personally received a big pay cut. You guys saw that video. We had probably about $30,000 worth of pay cuts this year. Ever since that video, we got a lot more pay cut because I got a pay cut as well. So more pay cuts since that video, but we're sticking on, we're getting through it. Thank God for an emergency fund. That's all I have to say. But there is a new act out, a new bill that's being passed through Congress called the Emergency for the People Act. Now, what this is going to be is actually a lot more money than the original bill that was passed, the original CARES Act. And this one is easier to get, which is great for you guys, great for everyone. So what this is going to be $2,000 per person over the age of 16. And one thing that's great about this is you can be claimed as a dependent on your parents and still get the $2,000. Before, if your parents claimed you, you couldn't get that money. So with this one, you can be claimed as a dependent. So college students, people in high school, that are seniors, juniors, and seniors, they can get this $2,000 as well. And you can get $500 per child up to 3 children as well. So people with big families, doesn't work. Up to 3 kids, you can get $500 additional for your children. Now, there are some income requirements. I'm going to go over all of those with you. Americans age 16 and older making less than $130,000 annually will qualify. Married couples earning less than $260,000 would receive at least $4,000 per month. Americans would receive 5% less for each $1,000 they make above the threshold of $130,000 for individuals and $260,000 for married couples filing jointly. Qualifying families would receive $500 per family capped at 3 children. If you're unemployed, you will also still be eligible for this. If you're making $0, you're still qualified to receive this as well. Now, this is not a loan. This is not something that you had to pay back, and it's not something that you had to pay taxes on. That was a huge question that got asked so many times with the CARES Act. What's going on with this one? Are we going to have to pay it back? Do we have to pay taxes? Should I even spend it because I don't want them to pull it and change their minds? No, you don't have to worry about anything like that. And that's $2,000 that you'll be receiving per month, every single month. And not like the CARES Act where it's a one-time thing. This is per month, up to 6 months. And if unemployment stays over 60% of the population, then they're going to continue this as well. Now, we're going to get into the pros and cons of this. One of the pros is that it's going to help people not to feel like they have to hoard their money, that they can't spend anything, and that they're not putting money into the local economy. That is a big thing of investing into the local economy, eating local, supporting those local businesses. When people are unemployed and when people are, that paycheck to paycheck, they're not spending any money at all. They're just hoarding all their cash, which is good that they're not going into debt, but it is so important to support the economy and be investing money into local businesses. Because this is not just a one-time bill, this is going to help to stimulate the economy long-term over time versus just a one-time week like the CARES Act. So the CARES Act was one and done, just one time, and so it stimulated the economy a little bit and then it goes right back down. So this is supposed to be helping to help over time. A huge one is small businesses. Hopefully with this will help that small businesses don't have to close their doors due to the coronavirus and due to the economy and everything that's going on. It is scary of what's happening to a lot of these businesses. Some of them are already getting emails that they're closing their doors. So hopefully with this will help prevent some of those businesses. Another thing is hopefully this will help prevent some people from going homeless, some people not being able to afford their rent or their mortgage because they're getting that constant income even if they are laid off, which is a huge pro. The next huge pro for this is that if people are sick and need to go to the doctor or the hospital, they can be able to afford those co-pays. Even if they don't have insurance, they're still going to be able to afford that versus before, if they're sick, then they may just have to stay home or not get the care that they need, which could be life-threatening. Okay, next we're going to talk about the cons. Now, this can get a little controversial. This can get political. I'm going to keep the politics out of it. I'm going to keep most of my opinions out of it and just kind of share some questions. And I want to get you guys thinking. I want you to have discussions in the comment section. Please be nice to each other. Please be respectful. If there are any disrespectful comments, any terrible comments, they will be deleted immediately. I'm not even going to respond, just straight deleting or blocking from the channel. So please be respectful, but have some debate in the comment section. Healthy debate is great. I am all for healthy debate, so have at it. But what is this going to do long-term to our government? What is this going to do long-term to our economy? What about the value of our dollar, the US dollar? Is this going to lower the value of our dollar because of all of this money just being pumped in or printed or whatever it may be? Is this really going to lower that and cause huge inflation and therefore more of a recession because we're just handing out money and going more and more in debt as a country? Like, that's huge, guys. A lot of people are just like, yeah, money, but they're not thinking about what about long term? What is this going to do to our economy? That is huge, guys. Another con to think about is what about unemployment? And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here. I don't want to have that come off at all. But is this going to cause people to not go out and look for jobs, not to go out and fight for jobs? I know that when I've experienced job loss, when I've been laid off before, I'm out there the next day. I'm out there pumping, looking for a new job. Is this going to help? Is this going to prevent people because they know that they're getting these checks? They know that I want to keep that unemployment number high so that the checks keep coming. Is this going to prevent people from really going out and hustling to get new jobs so that we can start stimulating the economy again, so that we can start getting our numbers up and really getting our country back to where it should be financially? That is a huge con. And I really don't think that, I don't want to come across as being insensitive, but it is a fear that so many people have and that we have to think about, that we have to talk about. So what is this going to do long-term to our economy? If you want to know what stocks I'm buying now during this stock market crash, click this video here. And if you want to know how we build 7 streams of income over $10,000 a month, click this video here to see how you can build some revenue streams yourself.